Hello. Um, the game won't open, so we might need to do something else. Literally just a black screen. And it says it's not responding, so let's... I'm gonna try it one more time. If not, I do have another game that we can play. A couple games. I was planning on doing two small games today, but if that doesn't end up working, we could just do one of the small games. Because this is like my screen right now. It's just a black screen. So oh, there we go. Okay. Oh my god, this one, right, this one has to do with microphones. Forgot about that. Okay. If the game doesn't pick up the sounds from your microphone or doesn't detect it, restart the game before you begin to make sure it's set to correct. Without any red decibel levels. Okay, so I want to make sure. Hold on, is this going up or down? Why on earth would it be the other way around? That's like, this should be high, shouldn't it? Be right there. I think that's a good starting point. Okay, there we go. Just having some issues. When you see this icon, it means that the voice recognition is disabled at the time. When you see this icon, it means that voice recognition is enabled at the moment. When you see this icon, it means that your voice is being captured by voice recognition. To use the voice recognition function, hold down the voice recognition button until you finish your voice command. Here are some of the voice commands and phrases that you can pronounce. Oh, motion blur, that made me sick last time. I know the sensitivity in these kind of games are pretty high. So we're gonna do that. Just medium. So I tried to play this game last year during Halloween and I couldn't finish it. I just was like having really like horrible anxiety, and not like the game was making me anxious. I was just having bad anxiety personally, and then I could not get back into the actual game. Um, so I didn't end up finishing it. But I did the other day, the last stream, I played Super Normal, which is another, it's the exact same type of style of game, and I really enjoyed it, so I was like, I'll give it another shot. There'll only be one autosave in the game. After that, everything that happens will be irreversible until you finish the experience. When you pause the gameplay will not stop. You will only be able to change settings, but the game itself will continue. I designed it this way so that you cannot avoid fear in crucial moments. Death at the hands of a paranormal entity does not mean that you will have to start the game from scratch, although it does impact one of the 3 endings you can unlock. This game was created by a single developer and lasts around 2 hours. Okay. Well, it might just be this game today then, if it's a 2-hour-long game.
Detective Wyatt.
I also got lost.
I can't believe I'm talking to you. I've been a huge fan of your work, especially that Sakamoto case.
Sakamoto case is the first game.
It was pure genius. Your dedication is legendary, and that's why I knew you were the right person to reach out to. I've got this strange situation at my place that's been keeping me up at night.
Well, Colton, I appreciate the kind words. Nice to meet you. Now, tell me, what's going on?
It's about Mrs. Susan, like I mentioned in the email. The lady helping my pregnant fiance, Kaylee, and me around the house. We brought her in because she seemed very lonely. She's practically family, living right next to our house. About a week ago, she disappeared, gone. Not answering calls, missing her usual hours.
Disappeared for a week? Yeah, that's definitely cause for concern. Anything unusual about her behavior before she vanished?
Yeah, that's the thing. She started acting strangely, calling us by different names, humming these bizarre tunes. It really freaked out Kaylee. she went to stay with her parents for a bit. I couldn't just leave Mrs. Susan alone. I thought maybe it's dementia or something. Can you look into it, detective? Oh, and don't worry about Bashka. Hopefully, she'll still be sleeping when I get back in a few hours. But I gotta warn you, she can be one noisy little girl sometimes.
I understand, Colton. I love dogs, and I'll start an investigation right away. You go be with Kaylee. And about the money, don't worry. You'll find Mrs. Susan. She's been like a grandmother to you two, right?
Absolutely, detective. She's been like family. We don't have much, especially after buying this house. But Mrs. Susan means everything to us, you know? Well, I'm heading straight to Kaylee's parents now. Please, give me a call as soon as you find out anything. We're really worried about her.
Okay. So, begin your investigation by searching for clues. Okay. I know it said that the game doesn't pause, but nothing's gonna happen right at this moment because it literally just started. I'm cold, so I'm gonna go grab a cardigan. BRB. That. Usually I have this cardigan thing in here with me, but I just cleaned up yesterday, so I took it out. Okay. Does it mean I have a flashlight? Yeah, it doesn't do shit, but okay. Why is it always really bad weather? Okay. So, light switches. She is very noisy. Okay, I've got to look for clues. Move the camera and find clues. I'm going to hold down the zoom button.
Almost like my place. Weirdly burnt carburetors. Like something's been burning here.
So before, this game would be like, oh yeah, like you get an achievement to be like, yeah, you found all the clues in this area. Whoops. But since I've done this, I already have the achievements. I know your housekeeper, you said, has been gone. But, like, you can't clean up. Where are the lights? Where are the controls? Interact. Voice recognition is space. Flashlight, control, crouch. Zoom, voice command menu. Oh, you can sprint in this one. Is there just no light switch for this room? There isn't even any light fixtures. Is that Garfield? Oh, no. All the toilet paper. That's a big ass toilet paper roll. I don't want to quite move upstairs just yet because I want to. That was something that I struggled with. In the last game. Oh.
Hello, this is an automated message from Pulse-Grainer Bank. We regret to inform you that your mortgage payment for the property is currently overdue for $95,331. Please be advised that it is imperative to settle this outstanding payment as soon as possible to avoid any further complications. Your prompt attention to this matter is greatly appreciated. If you have any questions or concerns regarding your mortgage payment, please do not hesitate to contact our customer service department. Thank you for your cooperation.
He wasn't lying about their financial situation.
I didn't do that one last time. Why are the cupboards just doors? Where are the goddamn light switches? Okay. Okay. That one at the top of the stairs. See that? Logical. This is a very weird layout.
Ultrasound of a child. Probably the client's fiancée. But why is it written here? How long do I have to wait?
Did you sell your baby to the old lady?
I have a feeling this case is closely tied to the client's fiancée. Different date, same ultrasound. This time it says
Truth will come
truth
out.
will come out soon.
very interesting bed for a guest room. See, but now I know that I found all the stuff in there because I just got an achievement for it. But the rooms that I've already found all the clues, I don't remember. What's with these thingies?
A ton of women's lingerie.
I highly doubt that's it. Why is that a clue? Unless he's having an affair. Why else would they be hiding under the bed, you know? But... oh.
Another child victim? God, please no. These drawings are unsettling. Do you have a child they didn't tell me about? Interesting.
I don't think so. I think Mrs. Susan, or whatever the fuck, is a witch who eats children. And they sold their unborn child to her for money because of all their debt. The Alpha.
Now, I can relate. I hope everything works out for them. It's so hard to be young these days. Not now.
Yeah, I didn't even get to the point of being able to use the cameras. Dude, turn off.
Weird symbol. I wonder if it could relate to the case. The same symbol.
Okay. This is the weirdest layout of a house I've ever seen in my life. Why did you go off? don't appreciate that. Hey. You're getting somewhere. Why can I not turn the light on? I would like to. Ah, there it is. Could these not be like a different color? Why do they have to blend in so well to the But we made it farther than I did last time. Oh.
No fucking way. If I have to chase down a password for another 2 hours again, I'm out.
Hey Kaylee, you forgot your computer password for the 100th time. I've scattered your toy figures around the house, and I've labeled the boxes with your login and password. First is the chicken ski, then the cow ski, followed by the rabbit ski. I still have the stuff from the last game. Okay. Chicken ski, cow ski, rabbit ski. Pen to item for the login is the shark key. And cat ski. Password starts with the fish key. Then petty ski. Robot ski. I was wondering what those were. And cool ski. And clown ski. I don't want to do that. Are you gonna be doing this the entire fucking time? I swear to God. Okay, I don't have a choice. Are you the cat ski? 3. Okay. I don't really... So... Cat is 3. I'll figure out the order in a minute. Oh, whoops. What the fuck, lady? Suck on my toes, you bitch. She might like that. Shark. Six. Come at me again. And slightly close the door. Chicken. Well, now I'm scared. Why does my light keep turning off? Turn on. Rabbit. Two. One in the baby's room? Robot. 4. Okay, so we got chicken, rabbit, cat, shark, robot. I still need teddy, cool, clown, and cow and fish. There's one in there. You're the clown, right? Clown. It's 5. How about you don't do that? Stop turning the lights off. I'm not paying this electric bill. I don't recall seeing one in the kitchen, but... Hi, baby. Has to be. Oh, yes, by the dog. Teddy is 7. Okay, so that means I still need to find the cow, the fish, and the cool ski, whatever the fuck that means. There's only one room I haven't been in, and it's this one, which has the fish. I think. Yeah. Fish is 0. Okay, so where do I find cool and cow? He's not gonna turn on. Okay, fuck you. I don't want to go back up there. The music is annoying. Have I checked everywhere? Did I check the laundry room? I don't remember. I swear I went in a weird ass square. Hi. Oh, there's more than... Okay, there's one in here. Another one. You're the cow, which is 9. Okay. Now I need to find the cool ski. Shut up! I'm glad I ended up playing the first game first, because the jokes wouldn't have made much sense. Yeah, I did. The shark. Is that why the lights turn off? Because I have too many on. Is that something that they have going on? Is there one in the closet, maybe? There is, okay. Cool is 1, okay. I don't like that now that I found them all, what's gonna happen to me. Okay, if you've got the computer password for the 100th time, I've scattered your twin figures around the house, and I've labeled the boxes with your login and password. Okay. So we got chicken, which is 8. Then cow, which is 9. Then rabbit. And then Pendleton for login is the shark. I don't know what that means. This is fucking annoying. And then the password starts the fish, 0. Then Teddy, 7. Robot, 4. Cool is 1, and clown is 5. Interesting. Okay. 8, 9, 2, 6, 3, 0, 7, 4, 1.
Babe, is Kaylee home? Have you fixed her cam yet? I was thinking we could have a little, hour time while she's away.
Oh, hey, Bella. Yeah. Kaylee's with her parents tonight. What's up?
Seriously? You sound a bit off, babe. Is everything okay? I was really looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah. Just a bit tired. You know.
This is the most unsettling
been a
Uncanny
hectic
Valley that I've ever
Weird,
had.
Huh? You sure? You sound like something's up. I was really hoping to come over. What's the deal?
Just need a bit of downtime. Mrs. Susan is missing.
Mrs. Suzanne is missing? You're being a bit vague, babe. I was really hoping to spend some alone time with you. What's the real story?
Look, it's just not a good night, and I need to take it easy. Can we catch up some other time?
Sure, but you're not fooling me. Why are you being so distant? We had plans and now you're backing out?
Bella, it's not the right time. I promise we'll make up for it. I need to go. Catch up later. Kaylee won't be thrilled about this.
So, why was I logging into Kaylee's computer if I'm... I don't want to do this. Like, why was I logging into Kaylee's computer to talk to Collins Affair? It's a puppy! What the fuck? Puppy? Where are you? I saw you. Where were you? I don't want to. Why do I subject myself to this? Oh. Hi, Susan. My W key stopped working, and I was like, oh my god, cutscene. But no. Crawler? Use the internet browser on the computer to search for text clues you found. Can I pet the doggy? It's a good boy. It's a good girl. Sorry, excuse me. She's a girl. I want to pet her. I don't want to do this. Okay. Giggle. Crawler. Pencil on fire. Remembering Miss Susan Crawler. A tragic loss sparks the community's reflection on mental health. On July 15th, 2020, the small town of Greenfield, Pennsylvania was rocked by a tragedy that left its residents in shock and mourning. 80-year-old Miss Susan Crawler, a beloved member of the community, had taken her own life by hanging herself from the tree in her backyard. The news of her passing quickly throughout the town, with many struggling to come to terms with the loss of such a cherished member of the community. Miss Crawler was known for her kind heart and generosity towards others. She volunteered at the local senior center, where she spent countless hours knitting blankets and scarves for those in need. Her neighbors described her as a gentle soul who always had a smile on her face and warm greetings for everyone who she encountered. However, despite her outgoing personality and dedication to helping others, Miss Crawler struggled with depression, anxiety for much of her life. She'd been receiving treatment for these conditions, but it seems that even with therapy and medication, she could not find peace within herself. In the days following her death, the town came together to honor Miss Crawler's memory. A memorial service was held at the local church, where dozens of people gathered to pay tribute to her life. Many spoke of how much she meant to them and how her impact would be felt for years to come. 2 years later, the wounds of Miss Crawler's suicide are still raw in the hearts of those who knew her best. While there was no easy answer as to why someone would take their own life, it is clear that mental health struggles can affect anyone, regardless of age or circumstance. It is hoping that through Miss Crawler's tragic passing, more attention will be brought to the importance of mental health awareness and resources. It's the weirdest layout. Okay. So she's dead? Oh. This is from the trailer. What do you mean? I need to be talk for my let's play. I can't not talk. That's terrifying. How are you? Can you hear me? I can ask questions, which is nice.
Colton, it's me again. Listen, just stay quiet for a sec, okay? I need to tell you something. So, I did some digging online, and guess what? Mrs. Suzanne died some time ago. 3 years to be exact. Isn't this crazy? I mean, why didn't we hear about it right when it happened? Why did you seen her this whole fucking time? Something is not right here. It's like someone wanted to sweep it under the rug or something. This is all so bizarre. I need some time to process this, and you should probably see a shrink or something, unless this is some damn ghost business. I'm done. Don't try to reach out to me. I'm dead serious.
Go away. Go away. What happened? Is that a clue for where to go? Her peeking around the corner is kind of annoying. Music stop. A place where each time I should have assisted you in cleaning our shared garments of the daily grime. If only I could rewind time. Laundry room. Here again. It's unsettling. Okay. Jeez, not those. I gotta be careful. Jesus Christ. I hate everything about this. Alright, Bacha, where are you? Okay, this room. Okay. Is she walking around being a creep? I don't see her. So I think I'm okay. But I ain't gonna have any false sense of security either. Oh, I hate turning. I shouldn't bite my lip. That's going to bad idea. Just gonna turn you. Come on. existed where we could have forged countless culinary remedies. Why are there boards on the window? I didn't notice that before. That's really weird. I'm sorry, I'm really quiet. It's picking up my microphone. So I gotta whisper. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Yeah. Baby's room. Suck my ass. Alright, Baksha. Now what? Barking soon. The ambient noises came back. Okay. Back in the bedroom. Bathroom? It was lagging slightly. Oh! Now that sounds like footsteps. Because it is. So wait, are those notes written to Kylie? Is Kylie dead? Did you murder your fiancé unborn child? Is that what happened? At first I thought that you sold your baby, but to the old lady. You're having an affair, that's for sure. I could have sworn that that note was written from Colin to Kylie, but maybe that was Kylie. That sounds like something more a woman would do, to be honest. Right, the notes on everyone's, on the toys and stuff to remember the password. Where are you, puppy dog? You're behind me. where it all ended, and I wandered, incessantly seeking you, my love. Where it all ended. Thanks, Susan. How did he kill Kylie and drag her body? But I'm supposed to be looking for Miss Susan, not Kylie. I had a feeling it was the closet. Unnecessary. She just broke my neck. What the fuck? I feel like the audio is off. What the hell? Confused. Get away from that. Hi, puppy. Oh. That photograph. Use Zoom to select and move around the mouse wheel. Use Zoom and move around. Okay. That's his shoulder. Oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong button. Hold on. Excuse me. A hero shares bravely 40 years since the daring rescue in Pennsylvania. In the small town of Greenville, Pennsylvania, nestled among the picturesque landscapes and rolling hills, there exists a story of extraordinary bravery that has become a beacon of hope and inspiration for the community. This narrative revolves around Sheriff Robert Holton, a man whose courage and selflessness came to define the spirit of heroism in the hearts of Greenfield residents. It was a chilly autumn night in 1982 when the local family was abruptly awakened by the piercing sound of a fire alarm. The source of the disturbance was their neighbor's house, now consumed by the inferno that threatened to devour everything in its path. The family, trapped inside, faced a dire situation with little hope for escape. In the midst of chaos, Sheriff Robert Holton, already renowned for his unwavering dedication to the community, received the distress call. Without a moment's hesitation, he rushed to the scene, not as an observer, but as a rescuer determined to defy the odds. Upon arrival, Sheriff Holton was met with a scene of sheer terror. The flames roared uncontrollably, painting an orange glow against the darkened night sky. The family, immobilized by fear, were visible through the thick smoke, desperately signaling for help from the upper floor window. Undeterred by the intensity of the blaze, Sheriff Holton swiftly coordinated with the local fire department to create a strategy for the daring rescue. With flames raging around them, the sheriff and the firefighters worked tirelessly to breach the burning structure. As the first responders battled the inferno, Sheriff Holton, equipped a protective suit, charged into the smoke-filled building. Guided only by the distant cries of the family, he navigated through the treacherous environment with unparalleled determination. Finally reaching the upper floor, Sheriff Holton discovered the family huddled together in a room, rapidly succumbing to the encroaching flames. The urgency of the situation amplified as he ushered them towards the window, the only possible exit. Amidst the chaos, Sheriff Holton maintained an air of calm and reassurance, urging the family to trust him and orchestrated their descent to safety. One by one, he carefully lowered them down with the help of a makeshift rope, ensuring their escape from the clutches of the relentless fire. The heroic rescue concluded with the family safely reunited on the ground, and Sheriff Holton emerged from the inferno unscathed but forever changed. The town of Greenfield hailed him as a true hero, and the events of that fateful night solidified his place in the hearts of the community. Now, 4 decades later, the legacy of Sheriff Robert Holton continues to inspire generations. The heroism displayed on that autumn night has become a symbol of courage, unity, and resilience, echoing throughout the quaint streets of Greenfield as a testament to the immutable spirit of one extraordinary sheriff. Okay. What does he have to do with any of that? 40 years ago.
Well, I'll be darned. What's going on here?
I'm Detective White. Just conducting an investigation.
Detective, you say? What brings you to this house, making all this ruckus? Folks around here can't get a moment's peace.
My apologies, Sheriff. I'm here on behalf of the new residents who requested an investigation into the disappearance
You sure
of
it's
Mrs.
not
Susan,
a hurricane happening outside?
the former occupant of this house.
Mrs. Susan, bless her soul. She passed away 3 years ago. Why would anyone be poking around her old place now?
Well, Sheriff, sometimes these cases have a way of lingering.
Well, I'm not
Concern. And they just want some closure.
Closure, huh? Well, I reckon that's understandable. But what's with all the noise?
Ah, yes, I'm afraid my investigation can get a bit noisy at times. Just trying to leave no stone unturned, you know?
You killed her, didn't you?
I suppose I understand. But if you don't mind me asking, why now? Why all this fuss over Mrs. Susan after all these years?
It's my duty to follow up on any leads, Sheriff. Right now, my leads point me to this house.
Well, all right then. I'll leave you to it, Detective. But try to keep it down, will you? Don't need the whole town up in arms over some ghost story.
Huh? That was him. Got that. is her old house then? I need to pick up fuses. She wasn't even there. She was on the other side of the goddamn wall. Oh, you're back to being asleep, I see. Oh no, more crap. stretching a little bit. Yeah, okay, that should. Sandman, I think. It only works as the work. I was just about to be like, oh, you tried to scare me? I never get scared. And then I jumped to the sound of thunder. So, it's a shame I didn't say that slightly faster, because it would have been funny. Shit your pants? Oh, there it is. Oh, fucking crib. There you go. Okay. Okay. Well, I died. No. Oh. Fuck off.
This fucking time, I won't let anyone escape.
What? Did this turn into a shootout? What the fuck? What do you mean?
This can't go beyond the walls of this house. I gotta do it. Sorry. After all this, I'm
Susan,
gonna
help
pin
me.
all the blame on you. No more running. Let's get this over.
Susan, help me. He's the one who murdered you, isn't he?
Should have just stayed out of this. Now, you're gonna burn. Well, look who's here.
Don't ever have to reload.
How does it feel knowing you've got only a few minutes left to live?
Oh god, I do have to. Susan, help me. Come on.
Don't you go hiding, darling, because I'll find you anywhere.
Okay. Get you. Thank you, Susan. Love you.
You're a shitty detective. Should have never taken this case, dumbass. Can't wait to finally burn this house down and close this case.
I uploaded an entire clip to him. How is he not dead?
I loved her, and she chose that scumbag. It's all her fault.
How? How the fuck did he do so much damage?
Getcha. I'll burn this fucking house with you and all the evidence inside.
Did you kill Kylie? Or did you kill Susan?
I've been tracking your every move the whole darn time you've been snooping around here.
Then? What the fuck? What is happening? I'm proficient. Good ending. In a stunning revelation, Detective Wilder unveiled the dark truth behind the tragic death of Miss Susan and her husband. The culprit was none other than the revived Sheriff Robert Holton, a man of authority and respect in the community. Jealousy had consumed him when Miss Susan chose another over him, leading him to commit a heinous act of vengeance. Sheriff Holton's manipulation of local news printed him as a hero, disguising his own sinister deeds. He orchestrated the fire that engulfed Miss Susan's homes while her family sat down to supper, ruthlessly ending their lives. Wasn't enough, he went further, concocting a false narrative of heroism to cover his tracks. Miss Susan, far from taking her own life, as a fabricator report suggested, was found to have been pregnant when the coroner examined her body. The extent of Sheriff Holton's depravity knew no bounds. She was 80! In the face of such darkness, Detective Wyatt emerged as a beacon of truth and justice. With unwavering determination, he pieced together the evidence unmasking Sheriff Holton's vile actions and bringing him to justice. When police arrived at the scene, Wyatt stood amidst the tears. A hero in the midst of tragedy, despite the pain and sorrow, his resolve remained unbroken, a testament to his commitment to seeking out the truth, no matter how dark or daunting the path may be. I feel like they had 3 different stories that they wanted to tell, and it just didn't, because we started the story by Colton asking us to find his missing housekeeper, Miss Susan, who's been helping him and his pregnant fiance, and she's been missing for a week. Then we find out that Susan actually died 3 years ago. She committed suicide at 80-something years old. But then now we're just learning that Miss Susan was pregnant. She was 80 years old. Like, that doesn't make sense at all in any way, shape, or form. What do you mean? So it just feels like we're like trying to do like multiple different stories and didn't quite piece it all together properly, because that didn't make any sense. And then like the newspaper clipping that we found about the sheriff said that he saved a family from a fire 40 years ago. So why did Susan only die 3 years ago? Because that fire was him covering up his murder of Susan and her husband. But that was 40 years ago. So how did she die 3 years ago? Like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. Like, and also another thing about these stories is that the ghost is always the victim of some sort of murder, at least the 2 that I've played so far. So why are they trying to kill me? I have even more thoughts to do with this story. So like, Susan was killed in a fire 40 years ago. So how on earth was her body buried underneath the house, barely decayed, not burnt, and also the house would have been rebuilt if it got burnt down? And also the autopsy would have, the coroner would have had to take her, which means she would have had a proper burial. So how the hell was she buried under the foundation of a house? I saw a comment saying that this was clearly an AI story, and that's the only way that it could possibly make sense, because there's no way a human could have made that story unless they were like 10 years old or younger, because there's no sense to be made at all about this story in any way, shape, or form. And because of that, it's a bad game, because the story simply doesn't make sense. And it's sad to say, because I think the mechanics and the idea behind it was really cool. It just wasn't executed properly, and it made it just bad and incohesive, and that's unfortunate to say, but it is the truth. But yeah, that's my thoughts. The story just doesn't make sense.